There's a story about a group of people that have a certain initiation rite for their young men. Maybe you've heard it before, but an initiation rite into manhood. And the initiation rite is that they're taken out into the middle of a forest as the sun is setting, and they're told to sit on a tree stump. And then they are blindfolded, and they have to sit there all night with the blindfold on until the morning, when they can see the rays of the sun peeking through the blindfold. Then they can take the blindfold off, and if they have successfully sat there all night without moving, then they are a man. And so there's a story of one young man who did this. His father took him out there, took him out in the middle of the forest, put him on the tree stump, blindfolded him, and then the sun sat there. And you can imagine all the different things he heard through the night. A lot of noises. Could have been the wind. Could have been an animal. Your mind maybe starts going in a lot of different directions. What if I'm attacked? I'll be helpless. But he kept sitting there. Hour after hour passed. And eventually, underneath the blindfold, the rays of the sun began to creep in, and so as soon as they did, he took off his blindfold and he looked right next to him and saw that his father was sitting there. And he asked his father, "How long have you been sitting there?" And he said, "I was here the whole time. I was here to protect you from anything that might try to hurt you." So the son, even though he didn't feel safe, he was safe. I tell you that story because I think it connects in some way with the last verse of Psalm 23, at least the first half of the last verse, where it says, "Surely goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life," David writes. He's talking about God's goodness and love. That it's not your father, not your human father, sitting by you, being good to you and loving you by protecting you, but it is your heavenly Father, it is your Lord, it is your good shepherd who's doing those things for you. And that word that's translated "follow me" can also be translated "pursue me." So there's an action there, there's a determination, there's an active pursuit that's happening while you look in front of you. And you can't always see God looking at you. You can't always see God caring for you. You can't always see the wonderful path that he has in mind for you all the way into eternity that he's already won for you through Jesus. Your Lord is always pursuing you. He's always at your back. He's always close by, ready to be good, ready to show love. And there are two wonderful promises in that verse that we get to take to heart for the times in our lives when it's difficult to see God doing that. For the times when we have to live by faith and not by sight. One of those promises is contained in the word "surely." Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life. Just as surely as Jesus hung on that cross, just as surely as Jesus came out of the grave, just as surely as God has not failed to keep any one of the promises he has ever given. Surely his goodness and love will follow you. The second promise is that it's not just one night out in the forest. It's all the days of your life, including today. Rest well tonight, my friends.